and suffering await you.
Oh shit, just in time.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. How is it going today on this fine Wednesday, innit? It's Wednesday, innit? Hope y'all are doing well. Today, we got something on the menu. There's news, Chad. They have released news for Part 3 of Fate Grand Order. It's time. They finally announced they're ending the game. It's over. They're no longer doing updates. They wanted to bait all of you to spend your money for the next 6 months, and then they're rug pulling ya. Hope you're ready, fuckheads. Good or bad? I don't know. I've actually not seen the video yet. We will watch it together, and I will do the react streamer thing where I react as a streamer. But first, there's food on the table. So we need to eat the food on the table. Finally can play Uma full time. Oh wait, I already do that? Yeah. This looks like fish. Yeah, that's fish and chips. No, we go with the Gaffer Burger. It looks good as hell. Christmas dinner in a cup. Nice ring, dude. Or loaded hot dog. I'm gonna go with the one I can actually see, the hot dog. Okay. Cajun grilled chicken. This wins over everything. You're so fucking stupid. Oh, England, I hate you. Currywurst with fries, pretty good. Or reggae wings and yeah, those. Hell yeah, dude. Pizza. This is probably the best looking pizza we've had on Scrandle. It's a shame that it's in a ripped off box, but at the same time, I understand completely why it's in a ripped off box. This is, you ripped that off and you gave it to your buddy over here, and then they have a plate now. That's just logical. That makes sense. These look okay. That's probably the singular best looking pizza we've seen on Scrandle ever. Fish cake on the lawn. Thrown in anger at VAR system. We got a play-by-play on this one? That's fucking awesome. I kind of want to just pick that one. Versus hot-filled BAP of the week. With maple syrup, mustard, roasted ham loin, and onion stuffing tomato. I think we go with this, but like that's so funny.
So I haven't been here in a bit. Why are the name of the food doubled?
Oh, that's because there's 2 tabs open. Walking Cheez-It nachos. They look. I mean, this is pretty standard, like American fare, like walking taco. Not really seen it in the. This kind of looks like Doritos, but if it's nachos, I guess that's fine. Oh, it's Cheez-Its. Oh, that didn't even clock with me. Cheez-It nachos. FGO 3 news when after the food and the FGO-dle. We can go this. Just hang tight. We'll get to it. Popcorn chicken, mixed kebab pie. This one. Never the kebab pie. Cheesy corn brisket tachos. Oh, hold on. DJ, crank my song. Alright, really? Damn, okay. Pulled pork burger and hot dog. Or carne asada. I go carne asada, dude. What? Am I just like dumb today? What's happening? A single forgotten french fry free for scavengers at the Gorge. Or 4 chicken tenders next to fucking Blind Berry. I think I'm gonna go with Blind Berry's tenders. Damn, we got fucking railed here. Alright, let's run this really quick. Okay, I wonder if this is Savor Lily. Yep. Alright, is it Huyen Joe? No, it is not. Okay. Very much not Huyen Joe. Single target, man. Probably permanent. Kinda evil. Emiya Assassin. No, it's not an assassin.
Yay!
Emmy, no. More Dramon, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Also, Ice Dragon Force 9, thank you for the resub as well. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. It's not a 5-star. And it's a dude. A single target dude who's like a permanent 4-star. Single target, permanent 4-star dude. Beowulf. Oh, we're so close. Okay, we're on the right track. Isn't Cagliostro AoE? Why are you guys saying that? It's a 4-star. Single target 4-star buster. Rama? No, Rama's not. Is Rama could be chaotic good. Oh, he's also Sky. Yeah, okay. Let me consult the wiki. Don't cheat! What the fuck? Bro just said, yo, let me cheat real quick. Hold up, I'll get you the answer. I'll Google it. Single target buster. No, well, Vlad is human. Vlad would not be... Vlad's also like... No, I don't think it's Vlad. I need to stop looking at chat. Canis is AoE. Cersei's a girl. 4-star dude. A permanent 4-star. I probably pulled this person like a million times. That's what's fucking Herc. No, it's not a Berserker. Fuck. Year 8. Damn. Okay, so pretty late into it. It's not a Saber. Year 8? Year 8. Who was added as a permanent unit in year 8? So that was last year. Last year would have been year 8. Oh, fuck. Permanent? This is not the time you said. You are 100% correct. Get fucked. Last year? Who was added? Who was a permanent 4-star added last year?
Good evening, you fucking word.
Good evening. Is it fucking... Hold on. Is it this guy? Yeah. Fucking Huang Fei. Literally the most forgotten servant ever. Also, I think I need some of y'all to understand. You know what? I'm not doing this right now. Is it Huyan Zhou for the Japanese side? No. Okay, very much not. So obviously that means it's Gawain. Okay, it's a 3-star or a 4-star. It's a single target quick 3-star who's Earth and is lawful good. No, sorry, not lawful good. They're pretty middling. And it's a dude. Single target quick. Okay, so there's a couple of options. It could be... Is it Kuhlin? Okay, it's a bronze servant. Okay. Single target quick bronze man? Earth. It has to be fucking Kojiro, right? Okay, it's a 2-star. Single target quick 2-star. Not an assassin. And they're neutral balanced. And they're Earth. It does narrow it down a lot. Is it Paris? There he is. My sheep. My silly sheep. Sheep boy. Alright. I believe that's Kashin Koji. Yep. When you're good, you're good. Recognize my fucking spider wife anywhere. All right, we'll do one. We'll do one endless. Yeah, we already did that. It was very easy. Is this Lacusta? Mushroom. Phony. Is it endless if it's only one? I know my mushroom. Okay, we'll do one more because it would be, otherwise it wouldn't be endless. Okay, well, this one's also stupidly easy. It's the singular most recognizable design in the entire game because it's the best one. It's Benny Enma. Damn. Next up. All right. So I know why y'all are actually here. Don't ask why it says Koyanskaya system. That was for some reason like an autofill, and it autofilled. He knows his waifus. I do not consider Benny Enma a waifu. That is a child and a bird. Shout out Xnaya. Yeah, so I'm just going to preempt this by saying this was translated by Xnaya, and I'm sorry to them personally for technically stealing their content and watching it on my stream. So instead of just being like, yeah, this is mine, go drop them a sub if you haven't already. I assume if you're watching me, you probably already are subbed to them, right? English sub, Fate Grand Order. Let's take a look at what's going on.
物語は終わった。彼らの冒険は人類しか消失した。
Hold on, start that again. Close captioning time.
物語は終わった。彼らの冒険は人類史から消失
Their
した。
adventures disappeared from human
彼ら
history.
の結末は
Their
風の
ending
よう
has
に
vanished
姿を
like the
消し
wind.
た。けれど、決して意味のないものではない。
It is by no means
多くの英
meaningless.
雄、多くの歴
So
史
many
が
heroes
そ
and so
うで
many
ある
histories. The
ように。
baton is firmly passed
変化
along
しな
even
がら
as it changes. Okay, I'm gonna do the very annoying thing. First of all, there we go. Why not translate it yourself? Do you really want me to spend the next 30 minutes sitting here and translating what's being said? When someone has already done it, we can just watch the 2-minute thing. I'm going to be annoying with this because I'm a content creator. This is interesting phrasing. We're passing the baton to somebody else. So what does that mean exactly? Let's
しっか
find
りバ
out.
トンは回っていく。
Ooh.
でも、そのバトンがどこに向かっていくものか。
Okay, so we're setting up for what the next... This is very much... We're setting up
見
for
え
what
ている
happens
ものは
next.
いるのでしょうか。あなたたちは完成された世界を知らない。あなたたちは何をしたのか分かって。
You do not know of the completed world. You do not understand what you have done. You cannot see where you are. This shit reads like the fucking... Okay, I'm gonna be super annoying with this. Fuck all of y'all who are here to actually get content. You're stuck in hell with me. You know what this sounds like? What this here sounds like? Get me to the part.
Do you see the radiant light? Do you hear the beautiful chant? Do you feel a tender warmth?
Nothing here but gold. You can see the radiant light. You can feel the beautiful chant. You can feel the tender warmth. If you can give someone something.
Anyway.
あなたたちはどこにいるのか見えていない。
Guilty Gear collab go crazy? Oh, for real though.
過ぎ去った悪は忘れられる。
Who was that? Who was that child? I need one of y'all lore experts or like voice actor people to tell me who was that child.
過 過ぎ去った悪は忘れられる。
That is not... Is that Draco? No, that's not right. Draco doesn't talk like that. That's a different child. Yeah, no. That's not Draco. Draco speaks with a way different intonation. Sounds like Prelati, all things considered. Kazura... No, not Kazu. Not Nemo. That is not Nemo. Klidge when a VA has range. They wouldn't be doing the range for the same character! You wouldn't be doing the Draco voice and then changing it up midway through. It's not how voice acting works. 100% new servant? Probably.
華やぐ悪は今を謳歌し
I'm sorry, can you please repeat that, child?
華やぐ悪は今を謳歌し
Ha ba 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 ba. Who the fuck's going ba ba ba? Do that again, please.
今を謳歌し残された悪は時を惜しむ
The evil that remains... And the evil that remains laments the passing of time.
それは粗悪な宇宙のこと
Okay, hold on. I'm like not focusing. I need to actually like read.
過ぎ去った悪
The
は
correct
忘れられ
records are full of bugs.
華
Okay, I have been saying that what I think that like one of the things that I wanted to remind me of this. One of the things that I think that we're gonna end up having to do is, you know how in the Draco event we have to go back in time and do that shit again? I think that we're about to go back and like refix shit that we've been through, but through a different lens, which is kind of fun.
やぐ悪は今を謳歌し
Flourishing evil celebrates the present. The wise poet is a big dummy.
残された悪は時
And
を
the evil that
惜しむ
remains laments the passing of time. The gathered believers are
それ
cute,
は
but
粗
nothing
悪な
more.
宇宙のこと
That is the
は
logic of a
そ
crude
れは不純
universe.
な想像
The
の
retaliation of an
仕返し
impure
まる
creation.
で自由の
Just
ない
like my system built
自由
freely
に
without
作られ
freedom.
た私の仕組みあなたはきっと
You will surely
この
stand in the
企み
way
を
of this
阻んでくれ
scheme.
る三柱の運命
The three pillars of fate, the 7 points of distribution. I want you to defeat all that and save it once
もう
more.
一度
Many,
もう
many
幾度
times, as many times
何
as
度
it
でも
takes.
救ってほしいでもどうか世界を救った
Don't
く
get
らい
carried
で
away
別
just
れ
because you
ないで
saved the world. By the way, this is happening next
どう
fucking
せ
week.
初めから何もかも
Need to be this way from the
こうなる
beginning.
ように作られていたんだから
We're gonna use a hot tub. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you for typing that in my chat room. Okay. Oh baby, we got shit to talk about. No, I can already tell you what my predictions are for the story for part 3. So, what I think is going to end up happening. This right here is pretty telling. The 3 pillars of fate, the 7 points of distribution. I want you to defeat all that and save it once more, many times as it takes. Motherfucker, we're going back. We're gonna retread the original singularities, but through a different perspective. There's gonna be some greater evil at work. Are those eyes in the pillars? No, those are just sycamore trees. There's going to be some greater evil. Something has brought us back, right? So, okay, if I'm recalling correctly, part of what's happened and why there even is a part 3, even though we won, is that we got kind of sucked back into like a new Chaldea kind of thing with the president who's being chased by death, and we're in like a weird comedy thing or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, we're currently in, like, a hollow ataraxia, like, timeline kind of deal that's going on. So, Marie should be dead. Marie should not be... She shouldn't be alive right now, right? She got Well, you know what? Fuck it. If you're here, then you already know spoilers are happening. If you're mad that spoilers are happening in a thing, we're saying we're going to talk about the next chapter, the next big thing that's about to come out. I don't know what to tell you, man. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, Marie should be dead. We should not have Marie around anymore. Marie should have been turned into Stardust of her own volition. She shouldn't be here. 6-month-olds go spoilers go. Yeah, right. What if it's the why each singularity was chosen with these pillars? You see, okay, well, hold on to that. She got sucked into a mysterious dimension with B7. Same okay, whatever. Whatever. She's currently going through the ringer again. You know, I could probably also. What are the 3 pillars again? We don't know. 3 pillars that I'm having... I would need to rack my brain to try and determine what that is supposed to be. That's probably... My prediction for that would be that the 3 pillars are going to end up being something along the lines of, like... like 3 main villains or something like that, or like a trifecta of people who are who have kind of put us into the situation that we're in right now, right? I could see that being the case. Part 1, part 1.5, part 2. I don't think that. So, okay. I don't think this is going to be the Foreigner ordeal call. Here's what I think is going to end up happening in this chapter, or in these next few chapters. 3 pillars represented by Giratina, Palkia, and Bylon.
here.
Yes, the 3 pillars. It's the Triforce of Courage, the Triforce of Power, and the Triforce of Wisdom. What don't you all understand? Something about command seals or perhaps 3 timelines. Just got back on the base along with the MC and MASH. So the one in the base is the real one or a fake? Good question. Awaken my masters. I mean, I'll yada yada. It's the song I'll be playing as I walk into a bakery. So you're saying this is all yeah, this is all pretty strange and rather fake, is my prediction. Yeah, okay. Let's think about it. So, okay, I'm going to continue with the spoiler line of thought, fellas. One of the biggest things that happened in Ordeal Call was that we lost 2 different classes. We functionally lost 2 different classes. We lost about half of the ruler class. They got all frozen in, like, super hell. And then we lost the Avenger class because we diverted from their mission, right? So, you know what I'm going to do really quick? Made Jean Lily super sad. Well, yeah. We got a new Avenger like a month ago. Well, we didn't lose all the Avengers, remember. We only lost most of them. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, Angra is still there. Monte Cristo is still there. Technically speaking, Ushigozen is still there as well. If we're in a comedy and if the Strange Fake event is canon, Flat is confirmed, I mean, yeah, more or less.
Yay!
Yeah, I think that I'm here for spoilers. Well, I'm just putting this up here for people because, you know. Stealth Spider, thank you. Follow. Welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. No event Avengers. Yeah, and anybody who was not initially an Avenger class got to stay, along with a handful of Avengers. Who were the rulers that are fucking currently in Super Hell? It's all the Christians, isn't it? All of, like, the Christian rulers are currently in Super Hell. Like, I'm pretty sure Martha is there. Ruler Martha is there, even though I think Ruler Martha is normal Martha, too. Fucking Jormal is there. The Pope is there. Himiko and Io are not there. I'm not sure. I mean, I could... You know what? Hold on. I don't need to invest in heaters to thaw them out. I mean... So one of my predictions that's going to happen is that we're going to get them back, right? I feel like we will probably get a reunion with somebody. Astraya, I believe, is also in Super Hell. I mean, I'm just going to check really quick. How's Kagetora? She's fine, I'm pretty sure. Moriarty ruler with the fate goddesses mixed into him? Yeah. Hold on. I'm booting up JP to go and check to see who is where. Yeah, so how do
Testing. Is our Krog here?
I really should have probably written more stuff down so I had more to say, but also I'm kind of in this impression that it's hard to like have any like conclusive things to say. I'm also way too scatterbrained to be doing this without like a proper script. Maybe I'll actually like write out a video and like record it and put it out there about this video. But I also feel like it's a moot point given that it's releasing in a week. We'll get more information in about a week. What is going on in JP at the moment? A new part is releasing next week. Part 3 is confirmed releasing next week. Or at least, like... You know, whatever is going to come next. Oh, shit. I'm excited. Me too. I mean, it's going to be fun. We lost 3 classes in a sense. We did not lose Moon Cancer, no. Spoilers, but no, Moon Cancer is fine. BB is still breasting beautifully around with her boisterous bosoms. Still keep that up there. Hey, what's in here? Alliteration is fun? Very. Alter egos got it so easy in the ordeal calls. I mean, yeah. Alright. Let's check. It would be my room. Foreigner storyline. So I think that what we're going to end up seeing with the foreigners is
Hey Goatman, R-Krog here. I think Twitch flagged my shit cause my regular Twitch chat message don't render. What?
What the fuck? Damn, they actually got him.
Well shit, it's about damn time.
Yeah, let's take a look, shall we? Okay, Jormal is gone. Amakusa is gone. Nothing was lost. Martha is gone. Wonder who that was. Well, Ark, I guess that means you have to type into the YouTube chat now. Estrella is gone. Karen is gone. Moriarty is gone. Johanna is gone. Jamer is gone. Bro retired. Okay.
I need to spend DK coin minimum to actually be able to message.
That's really weird. I wonder why that's happening. Why would there be a restriction on you?
Yay!
Twitch AI finally got it. I mean, I guess. New full D-Day 22. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope to enjoy your stay. Also, don't ask what this is. I'm not telling you. Yeah, okay. I think for part 3, what we're gonna end up seeing... I cannot do this to fucking Undertale music. Why is this what's playing?
R-Krog 28万 Dayranies will buckle under the weight of your endless sins. We will not be there for you.
Bro got borped to all hell. So here's what I think is going to happen with part 3. I think we are going to see us now in like a kind of simulation. We are going to be in this weird position where we find out we're going to get a... My prediction is we're going to get a big bad reveal. We're going to get a big bad reveal from someone, right? We're going to see whoever it is, whoever was narrating that video. We're gonna get a reveal for who they are. They are the one responsible for having plucked us out a second, probably with the naming of that thing is like 1 second of time or whatever the fuck it is. We are probably frozen in time right before the conclusion of part 2. And so now what they're gonna end up doing is having us go through over and over and over again through the different singularities with different ideas put into them, different scenarios, kind of in like a simulation style way, to try and get us to maybe perform some kind of mass ritual to resurrect some kind of like god. Was the VA narrator Saito Chiwa, or was I too sleepy? I just woke up. It didn't sound like it. Gouda can never rest, huh? Nope. And so what I think that means is that let's think about it this way. There are other ways that each of the singularities that we went through could have gone, right? There's so many other ways that those singularities could have gone. And I wonder if we're going to work backwards like in the Draco event, or if we're going to get sent back to the very beginning. Wasn't one of the points of the OC4 that if Mash didn't become a paladin, she would essentially loop through part 1? I'm not so sure about that. Could be. I couldn't tell you. But she does become the paladin, and I highly doubt they're going to take that away from us, right? We're all going to be fake, but Geisha ended up putting them in the same place anyway. I know I live on your YouTube walls now. Yeah, check back in like, I don't know, the next time I stream to see if you can be seen in Twitch. That's very strange. So like let's think about it. Let's think about who the big bads are in each of the original singularities. You have Jalter for Orleans. You have well, there really isn't one in fucking Septum. Septum sucks so much there isn't a villain. The villain is Altera, who just shows up. Now, see, that's the thing, is I hesitate to call Altera the villain because she shows up, says, "Hi, I'm Altera, and I'm gonna kill you," and then dies. So, like, what the fuck? Lev? I mean, I guess, but, like, you know what I mean. Okeanis has Jason, but more so Medea. You have in... Oh, London would be a cool one to actually revisit, to see them, like, to see them flesh out what London was trying to do, but better, could be really cool. That one had Lev and Geisha as the big villain, but else had a bunch of cool concepts that it did with it, but all of it was boring. And also, yeah, Tesla and Lartoria were there, but who gives a fuck, right? And then you have, Camelot is number... No. That was 4. 5 was America, whose villain was Maeve. And then you had Camelot, whose villain was the Lion King. And then you had Babylonia, whose villain was a bunch of fucking people, but mainly like fucking Tiamat, right? So I think what you could do that could be interesting, if we're gonna go down this path, what they could do that would be pretty interesting would be redo whose side we're on, or cast it from a different perspective of what our mission is while all of that is happening. This song is hyper DMCA. That has to go away now. So, okay. What could they do for Orleans? Orleans was supposed to be like the... I guess we'd have to do Shinjuku, too, wouldn't we? Not Shinjuku, Fuyuki. I don't think they would do... We already kind of, like, retread Fuyuki. I don't think they would do that again. That'd be kind of dumb. The main antagonist of this is supposed to be a beast, right? Maybe it's supposed to be B7, I'm pretty sure. I could see them doing something like, okay, you're in Orleans, and you have there, and now there's a new threat, and maybe you have to team up with Jalter. That could be a good way to reintroduce Jalter into the story to some capacity, but she wouldn't remember you, would be the issue. You know what I mean? Maybe a different form of Jalter. Maybe somebody else becomes corrupted instead. They could do something like that. You could get other French characters who show up, and then Prelati could be actually, that would be a great way to put Prelati into the main story. Maybe we have to fight and kill the beast. Yeah, I do think that's going to be the ultimate conclusion, yes. What if we do something like, what if they do Septum, but we have to go and we have to take Rome, right? What if we have to go and take Rome for ourselves, as opposed to help out Nero? Something happened. Nero is fucked up. I don't know. We've never seen Nero get fucked up before, and now we have to go and take over Rome. What if then we see something like in Okeanis, where we have to... They introduce other pirates, and we have to steal the Holy Grail. What if they just one-piece Okeanis? Could you imagine they just straight up be like,
So
we
what you
need
are saying
to...
is because there is time shenanigans, you can get Sita.
No, that's never allowed to happen. We could somehow have a One Piece situation where there's a grail at the end of a line that we have to go and hunt down and get before Drake gets it, and it's impossible because we're up against Drake or an alternate version of Drake. What if it's different timelines? It could be different timelines. St. George Altar now is a real surprise. Imagine. Look, here's what I think they could do that would be really cool. So let's talk London, right? London is a very strange chapter. London is very short. London doesn't offer very much aside from like an explanation of who the main villain is and why they were scary for part 1, right? And so what you do with that is you are now having to side with Jack. You have to be on the side of Jack the Ripper. Or something like that. And you have to do reconnaissance to find out who is doing what. And so you get Jack Zerker. That could be fun. I could see them doing something with that. That could be interesting. Having what's it, Zack Berserker.
Sita will never, ever make it to mobile. Quantum physics will prevent it. The counterforce will prevent it. I will personally prevent it. It can never happen.
The fates will never allow it to happen. Given how they ended part 2, how are they going to do part 3? They kind of explained that after part 2 already ended, which is that right now we're in a very strange situation where after everything concluded, we were kind of like plucked out of time, essentially, and brought into this scenario by some unseen force. And now we have to solve, like, we need, what we're functionally doing is we need to escape. We need to escape the position that we were put into. New protag, no, that's a bad idea. Part 3 equals part 1 remix. I mean, that's kind of how it's looking like it's going to be. I guess. I think we need to close the door on everything with Sherlock. There's a lot of loose ends. We'll probably end up doing that as well, yeah. I could see that. Unless we're redoing the arcade version of this thing. No. I think the arcade was its own thing. I don't know, I think Fujiwara and MASH deserve a happy end. I do too. Unfortunately, the writers said nope, and they're already in the situation. It's not like they're starting up the situation right now and like just now deciding, well, should we do them again? Should we do new protagonists? No, they already grabbed those people and took them and said, no, we ain't doing it. No, MASH Alter's a stupid idea. I do not like that idea. It really doesn't do anything for that character.
Continuing with the Sita situation. Hell, I will even summon her myself and murder her in cold blood in front of Rama.
I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's an appropriate thing to use my TTS to announce. Yeah, I think what I want to see. I mean, but it's. I guess here's the issue with that, right? If they do that, right? if they do the situation where we are going back and redoing it again, is it going to piss off people? I can kind of see it as being fun to go and do that shit.
TTS message is
How many foreigners do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is 6 more than 7. No. Yes. No? Yes. How many of them are Eldritch, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aw, damn. 5. Would Galahad make a difference? Okay, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think that them adding Galahad is a stupid idea. I think that is a terrible idea and they should not do it. And my reasoning for that is that the addition of Galahad does nothing for the story. It's one of those things that, like, the addition of him is, like, a fan service thing, but also throws a massive fucking wrench into everything that's happened so far with MASH. The whole purpose of, like, her arc is that, like, in part 2, is that she's trying to overcome the need to have Galahad to support her, right? So then having it go away and then just have him show up and, like, oh, we can just use him again. Like, I mean, okay. Also, wouldn't the kit just be, like, way too similar to MASH's because it's just MASH's kit?
Maybe it's not redoing the whole thing, but travel into the past and do things on the background while our past selves are going through the arc story.
No, I think the idea of kidnapping MASH for the
BB
entire
Summer
story is
linked to
stupid.
Nyarla.
It's stupid and inconvenient and it just feels too forced, right? It's like the most obvious thing that you could do is kidnap MASH. Kidnap MASH and corrupt MASH. I don't think that's a good idea for the story. Definitely not for the health of the story, considering that, you know, so many situations you're in, she is the poster girl of the story. Why remove her? What about that one dude that hates women? I legit forgot his name. Fucking the knight. I don't remember his name either. He's completely uninteresting in every way except for the fact that he's an assassin. Agravain, yeah. Yeah, John Camelot. I don't think the anime Moonlight Lost Room would give us hints. No. I think that we may see the addition. I think that what we're going to end up seeing throughout this next arc is that we're going to see a new character go through their character arc, and they're going to become the focus, and people are going to be mad about it because people are fucking stupid, right? And that's this one. This is who I have not leveled your fucking... Damn, I suck. What? There is no way that's true. Fake voter? I refuse to believe I've not done that. Okay, no, I have. She's fully maxed. Yeah, okay. I was like, there's no way. 2002, I was gonna say, there's no fucking way I haven't done that. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, okay, so each of the arcs of FGO has focused on one character, more or less, even though it's difficult for people to kind of, like, figure that out somehow because of how many people are asking just, like, why is this happening? It's like, oh, it's because it's to further this character's character development. Well, why would they do that? It's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, the entirety of part 1, is supposed to be showing MASH going from homunculus person, sheltered homunculus person, to human, right? That's what all of part 1 is for. Part 2 is very much about kind of breaking down Ritsuka Fujimaru from being like, hey, whimsy and all this shit, like friendship can solve all the problems, haha, Steven Universe bullshit, and then being like, motherfucker, reality is harsh. Real life is harsh. We need you to realize this and fix this shit, and we're gonna break your ass down and try and fix that. And then also there's like small side quests with MASH, trying to like figure out who she really is as well and what she wants to do. And that all of those things conglomerate together very, very well to become a cohesive story and character-driven narrative, right? So then it begs the question, we've done our story. We've concluded our story. We have gone through what we need to do and we have finished it. So who would need to be developed to be understood more? Who needs to like have a proper arc now in FGO? Well, the answer to that is Olga. Olga is the next character who I would put onto the chopping block of being like they are probably going to be the focus of the new chapter, right? We already have some like signs of that with her being just kind of like around Chaldea now. Her being like pursued by Azeroth. What's his name? Fucking Azrael. Gordolf's story. I don't think Gordolf or any of the previous staff are in the next bit. Unless I'm missing something.
Not to beat a dead horse, but why, in all his almighty wisdom, has Nasu, or anyone else for that matter, decided that Sita can never be with Rama? Lots of other characters who should not be able to be summoned are. The one time they decide to uphold that rule and is with a couple who wants nothing more than to be with each other again.
Name one. Name one other servant who was bound by a curse and not able to meet each other. That's the counter argument is like, no, they haven't broken this rule with anybody else. They've just never. This is the rule. This is the them that does this. Also, if you want to dig deeper into it, they share the same spirit origin. So when you summon Rama or Sita, for that matter, you summon the other as well, but they are unable to operate unless the other side of them is dormant. So no, they're physically unable to be around each other. The real question is, where is Ronnie and how can she become a playable servant? Well, apparently she was planned to be one at one point. And we may see something with her in the future. Who's to say? But yeah, no. From what I understand, the current Chaldea people are the Chaldea staff there? I don't think they are. I think it's just us, Prez, and Azrael. Who's running the show? I mean, is Da Vinci there? I would assume Da Vinci's there. No, Da Vinci is there. Da Vinci is there. But then where's Gordolf? Minoir is there? Minoir was there? Was he? Is it just Gordolf who's gone? So I know that, I'm pretty sure that Nemo, the Nemo that we had isn't there. I don't think Shion is there. And Gordolf is not there. Well, that kind of opens up an interesting thing that we could do, or we have to go and find them. Yeah. Aren't Shion and Nemo dead? Well, air quotes, yes. If you know anything about, well, Fate in general, you know that you can't that can't be trusted. Yeah, me when a Fate character dies, right? Yeah, I refuse to believe any character in this franchise is ever permanently gone. So death isn't permanent? In Fate? No. Yeah. So back to what I was saying before. I think that what we're going to see is that the next arc is going to be very focused on developing Olga's character, which is good because I want to see more of like what she's about now that she has, you know, somewhat matured and changed. She's going to kind of operate like the new MASH.
Do you have any partisan servant speculations?
Yes. Oh, peace out. I think that what we're going to end up doing is like she's going to join us on our excursions. I don't think that she's going to be like a Gordal figure who kind of sits back.
Scientologist Tarkin the future Kappa.
I mean, they could do that. Evil Shion. I mean, that's the other thing, though, is like, is it Shion's a fucking... Shion is a very, very strange character, because despite everything, her ass is still a fucking vampire. And, like, a really strong vampire, and also Atlas Academy bullshit. Her ass is just gonna manifest at some point and be like, hey guys, what's going on? And everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck? And then Nemo's gonna be there and somehow look even younger, and we're gonna be like, Shion. She gets the character developed now that she's no longer in the Torment Nexus, just with the risk of getting her head removed. I mean, yeah. Well, I think what we're gonna end up finding, here's something I think is gonna end up happening. She ended up summoning Azrael. She is currently the one who summoned Azrael. Yes, Shion. I'm pretty sure Shion is... Is she a dead apostle ancestor? I get my lore with her kind of fucked up because it's, you know... Melty Blood collab servant since the new one is coming out. Oh, please. Okay, for just unrelated for that, I think that we're going to see. I think they're going to put Olga into Melty Blood.
Is Olga the foreign god, or just the face of the foreign god?
Olga is not the foreign god, no. Hi, Deja. As far as in Olga is sort of like a proxy. Olga is, I mean, saying she's like the face of the foreign god is pretty apt, I would say. Make foe playable. Yes. Neko Arc Servant, please game. Have I got news for you this coming Christmas? Well, yes. Yeah, Shion is... At the very least, she's a vampire. I'm not sure if she's a dead apostle. I could be wrong.
Hello Deja, I can speak in Twitch without TTS.
Ark, I'm going to try and have... I thought of a way to maybe get around it. Alright, Ark, try typing again. There you go. Fixed it. The engineer. Now un-VIP him. Just give it to him and take it away. Yeah, we put him into the Torment Nexus. What happened is that we've been timing him out as a joke pretty consistently, and now I think that Twitch thinks he's a fucking bot. Is how she survived the Olga blowing up our base. Yeah, I'm gonna be so real with you. This is my own deficient lack of like Fate lore knowledge. I'm not sure if vampires and Dead Apostle ancestors have any like major differences or not. Or if they're functionally the same thing. Y'all are so mean. He wants to come in... Okay, Deja. No, Deja. He wants to come into my chat when I'm not live by 1 minute and type in the words late. And then hit me with my emotes that I added. And then be like, late. Bitch ass. Go look up the dead Dust of Osiris from Melty Blood if you want to see Dead Apostle Shion. I'm pretty sure I know what that looks like, but I will look it up. If I remember right, it's really hot. Thanks, Gomix. I couldn't Twitch chat anywhere. I tried on Mist and nothing. Really? Damn. Yeah, Dust of Osiris Shion is very, very hot. For the curious, by the way. My girl got that sauce. Is it fixed other places you just here? I imagine it's just fixed here. Who? This is Shion. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh character. No, that's Shion.
Do not bully the goat teacher. Japanese work life is hard.
That is true. Japan's work life is very hard. PayPal me $100 because I don't get paid enough. I'm here. What did I miss? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, let me summarize. Let me summarize my thoughts for this, and then, I don't know, maybe we can move on to, like, something else, right? Maybe I'll, like, upload this and, like, as, like, its own individual, like, short or something. I'm just gonna keep Shion's ass in my face like that. No, we're gonna do it like this. So, here is what I think is going to end up happening with the next part of FGO. And what I'm going to end up doing right now, because I know something's going to happen. TTS is gone. I turned off TTS. What I think is going to end up happening with part 3 is we are going to see us retreading ground that we've already gone through, maybe, in the terms of like maybe going back through the original 7 singularities through a different lens, or maybe they will revamp the ones that people really don't like, such as Septum, from a different angle, or London from a different angle that is no longer just focused on, with this game is kind of new. Maybe we'll try and figure things out. No, I think they're gonna actually like go and retread some of that ground and maybe introduce new ideas for it. Why I kind of hope that they don't do that is because then we're kind of just going back through the motions. But I think that maybe we could see us go to 7 different locations or places that are tangentially like tied to them. For instance, maybe instead of going and like hitting up France, maybe we go to Spain. Maybe we go somewhere where like the Inquisition is happening. Like, and we actually like see the Inquisition happening. Or like go and like try and prevent a crusade or something and bring fucking male Jacques into it. All things that are like somewhat related but in a different place. I could see that happening. The idea for this chapter so far, from what I can tell, is that they want us to like loop through things. They want us to like revisit and retread ground, is kind of the impression that like that thing had for us.
True.
And like the memorial video, the teaser video. And so what I think is going to end up happening with that is that what we're going to do is we're going to be taking Olga here, not this girl, that's Fion. We're going to take Olga here as our new like main girl. Not that MASH is going to get pushed to the wayside, but we've done MASH's story, we've done our story, and now it's time for us to do Olga's story. Because Olga is just as much of a main character as we are. It's just that she was like put into the hell dimension for God knows how long. And now we get to like let her experience what happiness is for the first time, right? So I think that this is the arc that we see a shit ton of character development for Olga. I don't think it's going to be in the same way that we saw for like MASH, where she gets like new skill upgrades and becomes more and more broken and shit like that, like as time goes on. I think that it's just more going to be like she's just going to be around. But I think that this is gonna end up being a very Olga development heavy like part, which is good because I feel like we've done what we need to do with MASH, right? We've concluded the Galahad thing. MASH is now a human. MASH now like understands what humanity is, its goods, its bads, what's really cool, what's really not cool, what she wants out of life, what she like wants to become, etc. We've done that with the main character as well. We've done like where now we have our goals. We now know what our goals are. We're now our own individual character. People can no longer say that they don't exist as a character and that they're a self-insert. They've actually developed them to be their own individual now. We know what they want out of life. We know what their desires are. And we know that they have like plans for after FGO happens, right? So we know like how all of this kind of like ends with them. Their story's been told. And now we have Olga, who was sent back into a different hell dimension, who now we're going to try and get her happy ending that she so deserves. I think that is what the main crux of the Part 3 story is going to be, and in true Fate fashion, it's going to be a hell of a trip. Buckle up, chuckle fucks. It's going to be a good time. That's what I think this is going to be about. That's what I think Part 3 is going to be. Let me know what you think. I'm probably going to end up having to like trim that down and upload it as a short like tomorrow. So, any questions? Do I think that Foe is going to help out as a beat? I think that Foe is going to be Foe. We aren't letting FGO die for 20 more years. Fuck every other Fate project. Fuck every other Type Moon project. All of your shit is bad. Only Fate is the good one. Literally, all of your other shit is mid at best. You like Tsukihime? Pfft, more like Piss Hime. You like Fate Stay Night? Pfft, more like Fate Piss Night. You want Girls Work? Or whatever that shit is called? I don't even need to make fun of you. Y'all are just depressed if you think that's still gonna happen. Get real. Somebody please clip that out of context and upload it everywhere, because this is very clearly a joke. I just kind of want people to mauled. I just want people to be mad. Mauled at me, because I don't actually believe any of that. Is sex route now possible? I've been saying they should do a marriage event. Someone clip that and then use it whenever he says he wants Fate Extra record. Yeah. Why am I choosing evil today? Deja today. Or we're being so dead ass. I'll say it, Tsukihime is boring. Kinda, yeah. It's so Tsukihime is so it's such a solid 5 out of 10. HFSUJ Loig, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it before. Tsukihime has good characters, unfortunately trapped with having one of the worst protagonists in, like, fucking visual novel history. You really do hate to see it. Fuck Shiki. If you like Shiki, if you relate to Shiki, see a medical professional because you have brain damage. This one's not rage bait. This one is my actual opinion. Night Dude, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. If you relate to Tono Shiki and you're like, God, he's so me, go to a doctor and actually be like, Doc, I think I have something wrong with my brain. But because you're the person who relates to Tono Shiki, it means that you don't think you need to do that. Meanwhile, Mahoyo is a 10 out of 10. That's the truth. Straight to the psychiatrist. Yeah, pick yourself up and walk yourself to a mentalist. I would say that about Ryogi Shiki. That's fine. What's wrong with liking Shiki? She's got a robot arm. I very, very much specified Tono Shiki. I said the name Tono Shiki. I ain't letting y'all pull that on me. I'm not letting y'all pull the fact that fucking that fucking Type Moon has 6 different characters named Shiki. I ain't doing it. Y'all ain't allowed to do that to me. Hello, Vinky. I'm scared that they will add Tono Shiki to FGO someday. Probably. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 6 characters named Shiki. 2 or 3, I think 2 of them are very minor characters. There's the 2 different Shikis that are just in Tsukihime. There's Ryogi Shiki. There's a side character named Shiki. There's another side character named Shiki, and then there's like a character who like barely has a face named Shiki. What about Nanaya Shiki? Yeah, that's what I mean. What do you think or the levels will be? I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. Alright. Nasu has name blind. He doesn't have name blindness. Motherfucker just likes the name Shiki. Which, I mean, I get it. I name a lot of characters that I, like, make for OCs the same thing. You know what I mean? Oh, hold up. Hold up. So chat, I I took to Twitter for something earlier today. As many of you are aware, I have been more or less fighting the post office to try and get a package delivered to a friend of mine. It is a package that has a value of around $1,000. And I've tried to contact the Canada Post in every way possible, and I have been unable to. They just loot me with an AI. Right? And finally, after... Yes, it's the lane thing. Finally, after... it's been 3 months. Let me give you the timeline. I shipped this thing in, like, early February. It made it through customs, got to Canada, into the sorting center next to my buddy's house, and then vanished. It was a week in transit, and then it straight up vanished. Gone. It just doesn't exist anymore. They can't find it. They have no idea where it is. And I'm like, how is that even possible, right? I've tried to call the Canada Post. I've tried to email the Canada Post. I have put in a request form in Japan for them to do an investigation. And now I'm more or less just sitting here being like, I've heard nothing back in a month since I did that. Because apparently my buddy, he'd gone and he talked to them, and they were like, "Hey, you have to go get the guy who sent it to go and talk to his post office, and then they'll open an investigation because right now we're not willing to do it." Shit's fucked up. Shit is very fucked up. And so finally, I'm like, I've had enough of this. And so I did the only way to get anybody's attention online now at all. I went to Twitter, I pinged their help thing, and I'm just like, hey, it's been 3 months and I'm tired of being looped by an AI. I need this fucking thing to be found, right? Because there's a good chance that lane disc, if it's been sitting in a Canadian warehouse since February, there's a good chance that disc is fucked up right now. Just from like being like in a fucking area like that. And if it's broken, I'm gonna have a fucking conniption. If it's lost, I'm going to have a conniption. This has been my high stress thing for 3 months. I have lost sleep over this thing. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So, like, I am very much, I'm trying to be in contact with them to be like, hey, where's my shit? How does a package like that just go missing? I guess that's the question. Because here's the thing, it's not that it's been labeled that it's like been stolen or like it's lost. They still believe that like it's in the facility. They just don't know where. Why they are unable to like track it down on their own is beyond me. My guess, and this is me being hopeful, is that junt is currently sat at the bottom of a bin somewhere with stuff on top of it and just hasn't moved in a long while. And that it's just somewhere in like international shit, and they don't know where it is. But like I'm at my wit's end right now, and I'm just like, where is this? As a Canadian, I completely agree that Canada has to go. It's, well, Canada Post is, they're fucking me. They're straight up fucking me right now. It's incompetence. It is incompetence. I do not understand how something like this can just like vanish. How do you lose a package? It's not a small package either. I think y'all saw the box. The box was pretty big. And it's just gone. Like, I guess here's the thing. If it had, like, gotten onto a car and then it vanished after that, or it was like, yeah, it was out for delivery and then it went missing, I'd be more willing to be like, okay, we kind of just, like, we get it, right? Because then at the very least, I can be like, okay, well, we can now just go through the process. I can get my fucking insurance money on this shit. And that, yeah, oh, it's insured. It's insured for all that money. You better fucking believe it is. You can probably sue them for a solid amount. It's not worth it. Congratulations on the pregnancy. Thank you. Well, here's the thing with that. The reason I'm being so annoying with this and so pushy with this is because I have 6 months to file a claim, right? And I can only file a claim that it's gone missing after an investigation has been done by JP Post, right? So I'm currently having JP Post do an investigation, but it's not come back with anything after like about a month. It's a little bit less than a month, admittedly. But I'm getting really impatient. I'm being like, how can this be? How can this be where I'm admittedly being a Karen about this. Being like this, I'm being very Karen-like about this, being like, where's my shed? But then again, it's also been 3 months. So I'm just like, valid Karen. I mean, if it's a loss, they have to pay out. So not admitting it's a loss means no payout. Well, that's the thing, right? This is my current like fear, is that the reason why we've not heard anything back definitively is because, yes, if they say they can't find it, then it is definitely lost, right? And if they can loop us around long enough, then they don't have to pay it off after the 6 months, right? Now, I already opened an investigation, so whenever that concludes, regardless of how it comes out, if it comes back and they're just like, yeah, we couldn't find it, you can now file your claim for it, I'm going to do that and get the money back. But because I filed that, they have to pay it back. But it's just like, I'm so worried that what they're going to end up doing is some bullshit. It's like, it's been too long, or like, you didn't do this paperwork right, so you don't get your $1,000 investment back. It's a fucking it's a Serial Experiments Lane CD. Not to mention, this is a little spoiler in case anyone works in the Winnipeg area. Yeah, hey, my shit, it has personal information in it. There is personal information I put about myself into that box as a fun little surprise gift to my buddies who I'm sending it to, and if that just gets around, I'm not okay with that. That would mean that if it was stolen or lost, that's available for just somebody. Alternatively, for what they do with like missing packages or lost packages that can't be delivered, they auction them off and sell them to other places. That then like sell them in bulk for fucking like YouTubers and fucking kick streamers to open up and shit. If this Lane CD ends up on one of those, I'm going to become a threat to national security. I'm sorry this is happening. It sucks. I'm losing my fucking mind, to put it bluntly rather. Yeah, it's literally driving me insane. doing all this. You must be a Karen when companies take your money and they don't want to do what you paid them to do. Well, here's the thing. I thought that an idea that I had to try and get this through, right, is maybe, just maybe, if I send another package along, because it's being sent from the same destination, or from the same location to the same destination, it'll have to go through the same routes and channels, right? So I sent my buddy Nines a Tamamo Cross figure, and that one went through perfectly fine, no issues. It's the one that's worth $1,000 that they're just like, yep, we don't know what happened to it. But also, like, it's just like, I don't know, Canada Post is apparently, like, really, really notorious for having, like, horrible strikes and stuff. Like, they'll just straight up, like, have people just stop coming into work or just breaking shit because they wanted to, which I didn't know. And if I knew that was a thing that they did, I would probably have, like, found an alternative route than Canada Post. Shit's fucked. It's been, dude. This year's been fucking a rough. It's been a rough start of things. I'm not even gonna fuck with y'all. I'm beginning to become sick again. It's great. Let's make a 5-minute meditation. No, I'm gonna go smoke crack behind the fucking Lawsons. Canada Post is a shit show. I have no faith in them at all. Well, the other thing is apparently, what the fuck? God, I lost my train of thought entirely. Apparently, the one that mine had to go through, I think it's called, is it Misagawa? Is that how you pronounce it? Misagawa? It's a Native American name. I know I can pronounce most of them, but like it's difficult. I think it's called Misagawa. The Misagawa Sorting Center is apparently notorious for having shit just go wrong in it. It's apparently has a genuine reputation that if shit goes into it, it doesn't come out. And mine went in and out of it, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, did someone, like, open my box, take my shit, and then just, like, put it back in, and they know where the box is, and they're like, we're not fucking with it. In these sad times, one must take care of their mental health by looking at some nice thighs. I've been learning to draw. Hey, chat, you want to see something? So, my friend group, we've been doing a small little challenge, right? To all practice getting better at art. All of us are very much trying to, like, improve on getting better at drawing and, like, I don't know, just like just generally, like, we all have interests in art, and I want to genuinely get good at drawing. I've always enjoyed drawing. I've never been particularly good at drawing, but it's one of those things that, like, I don't know, I've always wanted to improve my art style and stuff like that. Oh god, don't. So here, Deja's in chat. I'm really liking the daily homework. Yeah, today's homework was from Nines, who is a very good artist. And Nines' homework was that we need to draw just eyes eliciting an expression without. You can draw eyes and eyebrows, but no mouth. Try and just like get an expression across with just the eyes. Now, my buddy Chris, who is probably the best artist out of everybody in my like friend group. He has his own webcomic, by the way. Look up the Street Mythologies on Webtoon to see that. He drew this. This was his. These are all eyes of his OCs, by the way. Are you on the Dokumi in Germany this weekend? No, I am not. I don't know what that is. This is Chris's. He has good expressions. He like I said, he's probably the best artist in our group. Dude goes crazy. Wonderful, beautiful. Very expressive. You get the point across. It's the biggest German anime manga con. I'm not German. Nor do I live in Germany. So that was Chris's. This was Deja's, who I don't know if they want me to show this or not, but I'm going to. Hi, Deja. He's the Street Mythology guy. My friend loves that thing. I will tell him that, and he will be thrilled. Yeah, he does Street Mythology. Chris is awesome. Genuinely a fucking legendary artist. Why are you showing me that thing expression? See, I know this isn't true, but I know Deja drew this because this is how I be looking every time they be putting on their music taste. This is my reaction to watching the TikToks that they show me. I'm just like... Ugh. Actually, okay. From the artist themselves. It does look good. This looks amazing, by the way. This looks like it could be in a comic. Like, genuinely amazing shit. Which is why Deja needs to draw more. Because I want to see the full character for this. And then I got to mine. Chat. What do you think I drew, chat? What do you think I drew? MF made the Ahego look. Eyes, bedroom eyes. I'm just gonna preempt this by saying I freehanded this. This was not traced or anything like that. I did this. So this is our homework assignment for the day. The tier 3 Klidge sub eyes. Now, I did freehand that, but I was using a reference. If anybody can actually tell me what the reference is, I will gift this up in my chat. We knew it? I thought it came out looking pretty good, alright? Also, no, it's not in a Hago, they just need to sneeze. Okay, but why? I wanted to draw it, man. It ain't that deep. I just wanted to draw it. I wanted to see if I could, and then I did. I don't know. Like the things I normally draw are like fucking this. Where's Pope? Where's the Pope emote? Yeah, like this is normally what I'd be drawing, and that's traced. So the fact that I was able to actually freehand something like that, I'm not going to say I'm proud of myself, but I'm glad I'm able to do it. Where's the Machikon? I'm not sharing that. I'm not, I take no pride in how that came out because it's not good enough. No, you should be proud though? No, I can do better. I have to do better. We need to eat nines. Deja, listen to me. We need to eat nines. My Twitch is completely fucked. Is it? Oh, were you trying to type into the chat and it wasn't showing up even with the VIP? Or did somebody un-VIP you? Yeah, get in contact with support, homie. That's weird. Did you un-VIP him, Tig? Klidge wants to get to the point where he can draw his own dojins. Yes. I've said it once and I've said it before. The end goal of every single artist is to be able to draw porn. Did you turn off Tammy? I sure did. Or re-enable her. So I was gonna do a fucking a talk. I was doing a talk on the thing. The conclusion. Or the start of part 3. And anytime I try and like actually sit down and like have a full conversation, somebody interrupts what I'm gonna say and it fucks me up. Dude, you do not need to send me money to help me. I appreciate it, but no, it's okay. Tried to relog in, but they won't send me the verification code on my phone. I had that problem recently, too! I was having a fucking mental breakdown, like, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, with, like, trying to get into my bank account, and they wouldn't send me my fucking, like, my code. The way how I eventually got it fixed is there's a setting in your phone, apparently, that, like, you need to enable or disable. You might need to, like, reset your phone. But also, my shit's weird because I have 2 different phone numbers. An American one and a Japanese one, and so it tries to send it to the Japanese one. Sorry, it tries to send it to the American one, but because I'm in Japan, it doesn't want to send it correctly. I should continue learning art to draw a Kohaku Dojin. Look, I need to learn how to draw because otherwise nobody is going to draw the Dojins I want to see. I want to draw a freaky mon. I'm sure you do. I could send you some art to translate from JP to English when I pay you $200. We can negotiate that in the future. Draw Huyan Joe. Who would I even want to draw? Who's a character who has an underwhelming amount of fucking dojins? Eric Bloodaxe, that's true. Yeah, no, it'd be Daikokuten. I'd probably do some Daikokuten shit. Daikokuten doesn't have any. Daikokuten, from what I know, appears as a cameo character in, like, 1. And it's an NTR one that isn't even that good. I'm just like, well... Crane? Yeah... The Pope? I'm not doing... I'm not... I feel like if I draw hentai of the Pope, I'm gonna get trouble with God. I'm not a Christian anymore, but I still have that... There's still a part of my eternal soul that's just like, don't do that. Corday needs more? I'm trying to think of characters who, like, actually, like, need more. Corday has a few. Who's a character who's, like, completely underappreciated? Jin Liang Yu. Here, you want a motivating factor to keep drawing? You, yes, you. can draw better porn than Ankomon. I know you can. All that you have to do is learn how to draw a proper dick. And immediately, mwah, better. It'll be my primary criticism of that dude forever, is that he cannot draw cocks. And I'm just like, god damn, why? Just look down and trace it. Well, I mean, okay, raunchy topic. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Every single artist who's a man draws a dick based on their own dick. Every single one of them. It's just how you do it, because it's your main point of reference, right? So sometimes you'll be like looking at shit and you're like, oh, that guy's got like a fucking bump on his shit. You're like, I see. How much do you pay? What do you mean? How much do I pay for what? Dojins? Nothing. Oh, for art? Oh, I mean, well, I've never commissioned like Rule 34 art, but I mean, I have a list of artists that I commission from time to time. I have my thumbnail artist, which is Raccoon Mage, who is great. I have 9-0. I've commissioned 9-0 twice. Once for. Hold on, I have that one. I have that one on tap. I commissioned this, which the commission was like a little over $100. And then the other one I got from them for around the same price. Because again, there's not enough Daikoku-ten art to exist in the world. There needs to be more. There must be more. Wait, where is it? Wait, where is it? What the fuck? Where'd it go? Okay, I didn't find what I was looking for, but I did find this. Why is this in one of my alt art folders? Fuck you mean there is a part 3 now, old man? Yeah, there is. Lock the fuck in, it's coming out next week. Let me just go to my Twitter really quick. I can get off my Twitter. Panic. Yup. Hold on. Hold. Okay, well, first of all, come on. Lovely. Second of all, This is probably the closest to lewd art that I've commissioned. Same guy. Because Dark Magician Girl is everything to me. Okay, commission more, please, sir. It is expensive. There's a reason why I don't commission very often. I want to commission more things, I do. It's just, you know, I don't make very much money at my job. I like the shading. I do too. There's some really good shading just all around. I do need to commission more. God damn. I do need to commission. God damn. This needs to get off my screen. Commission Ibora next. What is Ibora's prices? Do you know? Can somebody tell me what Ibora's prices is? Because I will commission Ibora. $140? That's not bad. Used to live in Nippon, at least for another year. If you make an artwork of a new character, who do you think it would be? I think they should make Olga of Kiev. I will make a fan servant, Olga of Kiev. TCG gambling is more important than commissions. I mean, well, you know what? Let me kind of like, I mean, I know you're like fucking ripping into me, but like, let me be very clear with people about this. So maybe some of you are wondering why there has been less like pack openings on stream, or not pack openings, but I guess like gacha shit, right? It's because I've been very much trying to cut back on doing like paid gacha stuff, just because it's on my current budget. It is not feasible to do gacha at the rate that I had been doing. It was becoming a problem. And so I was like, all right, we need to hit the brakes, back that shit up, right? And I'm okay with doing like a box of fucking TCG cards because they're like, it's $100, right? As opposed to the 450 that I'm doing for FGO to hit pity once. Ugh. It's just, it's too much money to put into something like that. Because at least with like the cards, you get something physical with it, which is really nice. If you just whiff on everything in FGO, you just put your money into a slot machine and it's gone. Right? Like that shit is it's not worth it. And so I've been trying to put money that I would be putting into like maybe if I'm gonna spend the money. If I'm gonna spend money on stuff these days, unless it's like gambling where I can win money back, I'm going to be putting in some like more tangible things. You know what I mean? Maybe when I like have a better paying job, it's only $450 for you. Okay, you guys, who here wants to peek behind the curtain? Who here wants to peek behind the curtain? The job that I work in Japan, the job I work in Japan does pay decently well for being in Japan. Somebody asked me how I was living in Japan. I love everything about it except for the pay. And that's because right now, in the state where I was living in America, I would be making below the poverty line. And, for the record, I still have to pay American bills on top of my Japanese bills. My ass is broke. Like, not to, like, e-beg or anything like that. I don't know, it's not how I want it to come off as. But, like, if you're like, why isn't Klidge doing gacha content that much anymore? Or why isn't Klidge doing XYZ? It's just like, bro, it's cheaper to live in Japan, but those bills fucking... 100% that. If I didn't have to pay student loans... student loans, my life would be much more comfortable. But my student loans take approximately a fourth of my paycheck. I want you to think about how fucked up that is. It's closer, like, it's a sixth, but it's still a lot. A sixth of my paycheck goes right into my student loans, man. Subathon to feed the goat, man. I'm not that desperate. I'd rather y'all be spending your money on something for yourself. Get yourself a nice dinner or something like that. I never wanted to come across as though I'm e-begging for money. I don't want that to be what this is. I will make the joke where I'm just like, send me $100. Never actually send me $100. Check sub chat for a healing picture. Okay, I can't afford to do Ebora's stuff right now. But maybe in the future. Oh my god, Joel.
To me, the voice in the background sounds like Lilith's one when she does her silly voice.
It could be. I feel like we will see more of Lilith in these coming chapters. God, I love Joltik so much. Sent him 20k for feet pics. That's true. That is something I do joke about, but it's not a joke. If somebody sends me $20,000, hell, it can be a collective. You guys crowdfund it for just $20,000. I will send feet pics. I'll throw in a face reveal if you do that. I just woke up. What I miss? Don't worry about it. FGO Part 3 is happening, and it's releasing next week around this time. Also, the Imagine paying for school, believe me, I wish I didn't have to. It's outside of my control.
Pain and suffering await
I can pay for the resub for 12 months. Congratulations on that year. Welcome back.
Love
Glad to
you,
have you
freaky
back.
goat man.
Love you too. I don't get paid enough for them to start taking money for my student debt, i.e. over $50,000. They start charging me. Damn. I fully understand how little you make. I was going to go into the same field in the same state. It really fucking hurts to see how little your job makes someone working 40 hours. Oh, dude, it's a teacher salary. The thing with being a teacher in the States is you don't make very good money off rip, right? But you do get 3 months out of the year off, and you get a shit ton of benefits. That's kind of the trade-off, right? Where they're like, we can pay you... Hot dog, thank you for the $5.
To keep the lights on.
And that's gonna keep the lights on for at least another fucking month. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Being a teacher anywhere, right? Only 19,995 left to go. Do teachers get paid during vacation? Yeah, teachers are salaried. You get your set amount. Student loans sound dystopian? Yeah. It's a very stupid idea that is still being perpetuated. And I was living good for a while because the student loans that we had were being halted, and I was eligible for student loan forgiveness, which would mean I wouldn't have to pay back my student loans. Except a new guy took office, and all of a sudden he's just like, that's a bunch of woke liberal bullshit. We're not doing that anymore. And so that got taken away from me. Now, I will say this, not to get political or anything. I will say this. The Joe Biden doing that shit was it was technically unconstitutional. It was an overstep of his power to do that, right? So I can understand it from that angle. In that same breath, though, I'm also just like, yeah, y'all couldn't come up with a resolution for this, but all right. You just gotta outlive the collapse of the economy, right? I should stream more? Yeah, you stream. No, Deja stream more. I've seen teachers have to take a cashier jobs during the summer. Oh, yeah, every teacher has this. In case you didn't know, almost every teacher has a second job. All of them, because it's like you don't get paid enough. It's one of the most depressing pictures I've ever seen on the internet was that the teachers at a school had, like, for their spirit week, they had a come in the uniform of your other job day, and every teacher came in a different uniform. All of them had, like, a different job that they were doing, and they all had to come in. Or they all came in and, like, here you are as, like, as this. Me as well. This is my second job, if you want to think about it. I'm going to keep it so real with y'all. The money that I make from YouTube, Twitch, etc., while not amazing, has helped to keep me afloat more times than I can even, like, get. Like, the entirety of last year, for instance, I had no money. I was constantly in the red because October 2024, all of my shit broke. My PC broke, my computer broke, my laptop broke, and everything else just kind of, like, went to shit. And on top of that, I had other student loans I had to pay off as well that are now currently completely paid off. And so all of that shit, I had no money. I had to eat, like, garbage. I had to eat fucking, like, calorie sticks for a while. Because it was just like, I cannot afford to, like, eat. Shit was bad. Shit sucked. Was that when the laptop dono fund was? Exactly, yes. That's why I had to do that, because it's like I need this for work. You lied to me? Yeah, I lied to you! And it's also why my ass is so absolutely 100% acute on how much money I'm spending at any given time, and why this fucking thing with the Lane CD is pissing me off, because it's like, that's $1,000. That's so much money to me. That's just sitting in a warehouse because some dumb motherfucker doesn't want to do their job. Hope you're still doing. I'm doing much better right now. I don't look at my bank account every month right now, right? Or like every few days to be like, all right, am I gonna be able to make it to fucking tomorrow without needing to, like, take out a loan? No, I'm good. And don't think that, like, things that were just, like, gotcha streams and stuff that happened before that, like, last year, were, like, me forcing myself. That was money that was saved. How many months of savings is that 1K, if you don't mind me asking? I get paid around $2,000 a month. After taxes, mind you. That's about my salary. So it's half of a month's pay. And I bought that. Okay, well, the other thing with that Lane CD is that Lane CD was purchased by a joint effort of mine, Cam's, and another friend of ours, Sam, who just gave money, just like, yeah, take it, fucking get the thing, it's cool. And so I put that shit on my card, and it took me 3 months to pay that off of my card. Now, that's something I want to let y'all know. I don't do credit card debt. I don't fuck with that shit. I do not let that shit sit and accumulate. It needs to be paid off as soon as possible. How much do you have left after bills? Oh, I have no savings. Here's what I have. Here's what I do have. I have my Japanese pay your credit card debt off chat. Yes. I have whenever I'm done with this job and I go back to America, I will have a good little nest egg of money that it was taken out. Yeah, okay. I need to turn off the stream because I think that y'all think I'm like poor.
Making sure the fridge is
I don't
stocked.
need this to be the thing. Thank you for the donation, though. That's very, very kind of you, Saf. $10.70. Very, very kind. I need to get off this topic before y'all are just like, we need to, like, make sure this broke motherfucker don't die. I live relatively well in Japan. Don't think that this is like. Don't think that this is like like I said, I don't want that to be the case. I will turn off donations. Got my tips today, so I'm sharing the good fortune. I do appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I have a nice nest egg for after I'm done with this job that will amount to, I'm not going to say the amount of money, but it will be a good amount of money that will help to get me back on my feet and then get me a job that's way better paying once I'm back in America or wherever my next step is. Here's the thing. So I would like to stay in Japan if I could, right? Genuinely, one of the problems with staying in Japan is that the jobs for foreigners are very limited, and the pay for them is all bad. So, for instance, a very common paycheck for people in Japan is 250,000 yen a month as a starting paycheck. Now, that sounds like it could be a lot, right? 250,000 yen a month? That is... closer to $1,600 a month. I would be making $1,600 USD for a month of work. And that's before taxes. So it's just like, I do not believe I could actually physically live off of that. That's less than a bartender. It's not. I mean, it's literally nothing. That is no money. Oh well, there's more than a good bit of bias. It's not even bias. It's called racism. Don't worry. It'll all work out in the end. It'll all work out in the end. Compared to my 300 USD a month, that looks good. The hell are you doing that's only making 300D a month? Tig. I'm turning off. I'm ending stream. I'm ending stream.
I hope things get better. Borp.
Tig, thank you for the $10. You need to stop it. Stop it. Y'all need to stop it. Take the money and be happy? No, I don't do gifts. You can ask Deja about that. I'm such an asshole when it comes to like receiving things. My ass is just like, no. However, thank you for the donation regardless, Tig. Very kind of you. Stop. Give me my Nikkei back. That money's gone, dude. That money is in a Japanese man's wallet right now, not mine. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, well.
The goat is loved.
I do appreciate it. It is very kind of all of you.
Bim bom bom bom.
I thought that was another one. I was going to be actually really mad. Okay, fellas. I do have to go to bed, though. I will talk to you all later. For now, though, peace out. Big love. Be there for part 3. Alcides beats Hercules. It's going to be good. Check you guys later. Peace out. Big love. A good night. A good night.
Change the world. My pride, old bastard.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait for Pre-K, can you?